year on the line. Goff's got it. Back, looks, throws, ends up.
Yes!
Caught! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Another episode of D Man. Thank y'all for tuning in. So this is my first Hear Me Out video. And really, you know, if you paid attention to the thumbnail, you already know who I'm talking about. But really, the reason why I even made this video is because I'm trying to understand. Maybe it's like the media or something. I don't really understand it. But I wish somebody can tell me the criticism that you have with, I can't even say just Shilo or Shadur. What do y'all have like this thing with, you know, Deion Sanders as a whole? Because it's like this thing is really weird. And I wasn't going to address it, but I just feel like we have to, because it's like when a father is not around his kids, y'all just be like, "Oh, he a deadbeat. It happens. Just blah blah blah. It's regular black man in America story." But then when a father is active and vocal about his children, then it's, "Oh, you doing too much. You extra. You want the coattails. You want this, that, and the third going on." It's like y'all gotta pick which one it is, because it's like it's either you a deadbeat or you doing too much. So it's like, which one is it? That's one thing I've been trying to understand, because it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. So it's like y'all quick to bash people. That's the one thing I understand, but especially just Deion Sanders and his kids more than anything. That's the one thing that's been getting on my nerve for real, is just the fact that y'all just so quick to go at these two people. But also, if people that was actually paying attention like I was, you also see they kind of did that with LeVar Ball when he was putting his sons in the NBA. LeVar Ball said, and I quote, when he was going on a media run before Alonzo went to the I'm about to say WNBA, but before Alonzo went to the NBA, they had a thing with that. Like he knew his kids, he trained his kids, he was around his kids every day. Then it was all LeVar just want to ride the coattails of his kids. Look, he didn't make it to the NBA, so he gonna put his kids in the NBA and then ride their stardom to fame and blah blah blah. Like that was going crazy. And it was just like nonstop. And I'm just like, man, like, why can't this man just really just be pushing his kids? Like, he advertising his kids. He's not advertising himself. He's pushing his children. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not saying, I did this, I did this, I did this. He's saying Lonzo's like this, Jello's like this, LaMelo's like this. This is how I'm on my kids. And then the man even said it. He said Lonzo's gonna go to the NBA. LaMelo's gonna go to the NBA. D'Angelo was he's more of the pretty boy / model, and now he a rapper. That song, to be honest, I liked it at first, but the radio kind of played it out. And also, you know, the Lions lost in the playoff to that while he was performing at halftime. So that song, in my personal opinion, is a little tainted because I'm like, ugh. But but that has nothing to do with it. But at the same time, I'm just more of a, y'all were the same thing. And now that his kids are in the NBA, you see that LeVar has fallen back because he accomplished what he was trying to do. He's trying to get his kids out there and people to pay attention, and he did that. And instead of people sitting there like, yeah, now y'all nobody says anything anymore. It's so weird. Like, I don't understand that. So it's like, pick one. Pick one. You want me to be around my kids, or you know, like, which one is it at this point? Because it's like, y'all, the media is so quick to bash people with that. It makes no sense. But back to the video. So I'm just curious, because the people been talking about, like, I watched Colorado play. I actually like Colorado. Like, I had a hoodie and everything. I wanted have a Shadur Sanders jersey because I really like the team. You know, I've definitely seen where they were going. I definitely think that they are a very good team. But the thing is, they just needed, you know, key pieces to be better. But at the same time, I think when Shilo and Shadur, even Travis Hunter, transition into the NFL, I still think they're going to bring like leadership and different things to the NFL, which that's what people want. You don't want, the thing is, you want players like those three. Because if you get players like that in the NFL, guess what? Not only do they bring attention, but they also have talent. So that's the thing I'm understanding because I just said it. You look at the NBA nowadays, the NBA is doing what as far as ratings? What is the NFL doing? Hell, we had 2 years of Taylor Swift. Why? I have no idea, but that's just what everybody did. But it was just more of a what is the criticism? That's the only thing I keep trying to understand. I'm gonna keep repeating. What is the criticism that you have with the Sanders family? Because in my personal opinion, it's just weird. But this is something I want to show y'all. Now, this is not coming from me. I do not own the rights to this video, but I just want y'all to hear it from somebody else that's not me. And I want to get y'all perspective on it.
It's been wonderful, expected, but somewhat ignorant. You guys know, when they put Sanders on their back, they get attacked by some of you in here right now. Some of you have done your jobs at an extreme level and a high level and stated the facts. But when it gets to the opinions, the negativity of opinions, just because their dad was extremely and is extremely successful, that's not fair. And I think sometimes we step outside the lines, but that's what we get when we start compensating collegiate players. They're in it, and they're attacked. Once upon a time, we had a wall around them, and we couldn't say nothing about them. Now it's the more popular they are, the more money they're compensated. You guys shoot at them like they're adults. You keep forgetting sometimes they're young men. But I'm thankful that we prepared for this from childhood on. They're built for this, and they're ready for this.
Pause. Now, just off that alone, don't that just prove in this whole 7-minute thing of what I'm talking about? And this is not coming from me. This is coming from Deion Sanders himself about how y'all treat these people because these are still college students. They are still, as he said, young men becoming adults. Like you can sit here and be like, oh, well, they're 18, 19, 20, but if I've been around for 34, it's going to be 35 years. And I can tell you right now that age has never shown maturity. And you can be 40 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old, and still be the most ignorant, immature person in the world because age does not find maturity. But you can see that about the way these guys talk and the way everything goes on is the fact that there are actually young men that are transitioning to be better human beings, not just better athletes. That's what you want. Because hell, I love the NFL. I would love to be on the field, just watch the players, talk to actual NFL players. But at the same time, that's not how it is for me right now. But at the same time, you can also understand that the NFL does not last forever. So once the NFL is over, then what? Then when people leave the NFL and everything like that, then everybody's like, oh, well, this person does this person does that. I don't really like how this person talks and do all this because they got money now, so they're just being very ignorant and swaying and all that. And it's like, come on, man, like you got to understand, like it's pick one, like pick one with me. That's all I gotta go with. Like just pick one. Because at the end of the day, like y'all are gonna always find some reason to say something. That's the one thing that bothers me because it's like, dog, like you can't win for losing. You can't. Like that's the sad thing with them because it's like I don't. That's why I keep saying, and I'm gonna say it again. I don't understand the criticism that people have with the Sanders, but there's something else I wanted to show y'all. Now we have Kirby Joseph with the Lions. Now I have the utmost respect for Kirby Joseph because he's probably one of the funniest NFL players in the world, and you can see that he is like really not even trying to be funny. That's just who he is. But if you listen to Charlamagne the God, all the people Florida crazy. So I'm like, yeah, let's see. But going back to it, I'm just more of a. I still feel like Shilo should come to the Lions. He doesn't have to start because once again, you already have the position filled with us. But you can also do what you said, make it a developmental player, keep it going on. You know how the NFL works, contracts, all this other stuff. So he has time to really grow into a position and be a better be a better player. You just have to try. And people are like, well, he's an 8th round pick and he's gonna be a bust. He's gonna be. I can't think of so many people that came into the league from college and then had no type of attention, came to the NFL and went crazy. But just also from the other side, I seen the people that were in college going crazy, had the numbers and all of that stuff, and then went to the NFL, and then I don't even they in the UFL right now. So it's not based off attention and popularity. It's about athleticism, quality. Like, how could you be a better athlete? That's one thing I keep going back to. But I also want to show y'all this. This is just proving my point a little bit more. So it's Shilo Sanders. Say position, safety. No, father, we already know. We already know his brother. Now it says currently projected as a potential day 3 pick or undrafted free agent. Guess what? In the eyes of Brad Holmes, he's a steal because guess what? You can still draft him later on and keep him with the team, and boom, you good. Now let's go back to it. So areas of improvement: top speed, quick transition, footwork, and on the ball production. So recent performance when he was in the Senior Bowl. When he was in the Senior Bowl, was he not one of the top people that they talked about nonstop? But nobody talks about that. Y'all want to talk about the fact that his dad said, if you run a 4.4, I'll buy you a car, and he didn't run a 4.4. Okay. What? That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all don't. I'm not really understanding the criticism. Like, it's something with maybe I gotta step outside, take the glasses off, and really understand, because I'm not really seeing the criticism that y'all have. But let's go back to this. I put this on just so y'all can read this quote. If you want a safety that's going to play like a safety, that's going to be physical, bring that heat. I want to say that's heat. I'm not saying hat. Bring that heat. Be a leader in the secondary. Take coaching. Be an extension of the offensive coordinator. Do a job. Everything I'm supposed to do. Then I'm the guy. That's Shilo. That's something he said, but he's right. That's everything he's saying. Everything is accurate. Like, come on now. This man is showing you that not only he's going to be a great human being, but he's going to be a good athlete. You just got to be willing to take that chance. Let's go off the Lions alone. Not even from the first round. Hell, let's go to the first rounders. All that. Let's go to the first rounders. I'm not going to go too far, but I'm going to name just a few first rounders off top of my head that came to the NFL and didn't do a dang thing. The one that comes to my mind. I can't let it go. I don't know why my brain will not let this go, but it won't. Eric Ebron was trash. Eric Ebron was known in college for never dropping a pass. This man got with the Lions with that 3 tight end offense, the same way Jim Caldwell had it. Eric Ebron gave up during plays. It's so many things to show that he just stopped playing. He just went to the sideline. He just didn't care anymore. Went to Indianapolis, went to the Pro Bowl, then went to, I want to say, Pittsburgh, and then after that, he just kind of faded away. But at the same time, first rounder. Come on, like that's just off top of my head. I like, it's so many players that came to the league and was drafted in the first round, second round, third round, and didn't do a thing. But people want to sit here and be like, oh, Jeff Okudah still got his rookie jersey. And hey, the thing is out now. It's been years later. He was a bust. I think he's with Minnesota now, but this man has been a journeyman the whole time. And I ain't gonna lie, it made me nervous. It made me nervous when Terrion Arnold changed his jersey number, but it also made sense why. So I'm not gonna do it. But Jeff Okudah changed his jersey number more times than he played, more seasons than he played with us. That's all I'm gonna say with that. So y'all can sit here and be like, well, Shiloh's this, Shiloh's that. He got his dad's this. No. If anything, you want that because you want somebody that's having that adult present when something's not going right, something's going off, and something's just not feeling right, versus bottling it in and going off and being one of the people that's driving drunk, that's going out, putting your hands on females, and just being in the news for bad reason. You have that person that can go to their parent and say, hey, Something's not going right, something's going wrong. Can you help me out? Help me understand what's going on. Who wouldn't want that? You have, yes, you have your coach, yes, you have that, but you also have your father who went into the league, who played at the highest level and is known for so much. So you know that he can guide him and be a better person. Why not take that chance? That's all I'm trying to understand with that, because everybody just like, well, because of the Sanders, we just gonna go ahead and bash him. That's stupid. The last name should never mean a thing. You have to let that go. I don't know what is the stigma that y'all got with him, but it's time to let that go. Let that hatred go that you have against his family and keep moving. But this is the end of the episode, man. I want to thank y'all for listening. It's my first Hear Me Out video. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Thank God Almighty, like, subscribe. Peace, y'all.